Today we're talking about gluttony, and before you think that we're just talking about what's on your plate, gluttony is actually your inability to say no to your own impulses. Let me hold your hand, and it's not just food. Stella, get into it, man. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Stella, and today we're gonna continue on my 7 deadly sins series. And in each video we break down a 7 deadly sin and how it could be disrupting your alignment with God. If you can't say no to yourself, your urges, your impulses, your intrusive thoughts, your temper, you aren't free. You're actually a slave. We could become slaves to our own lack of control. Proverbs chapter 23, I'll start at verse 19. Listen, my son, and be wise, and set your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. As we're being warned not to hang out with people who divulge into too much drunkenness or gluttonous activities, we're also being told on the other hand where that leads to. And when we're told that it leads to them being poor or clothed in rags, it's not necessarily just about money here. It's actually a spiritual poverty and an eternal poverty. If you think poverty on earth is bad, eternal poverty, when you have no self-restraint for the things that even start off as good, and if you start getting full on earthly things, if you start getting full on worldly things, where can the Father fill you with spiritual things? Our Father, which is love, wants to pour into us in abundance. But if we leave him no room, no space, no time to talk, you gotta clean your voicemail. Self-control is directly related to and reflected in your circle, not just the people you hang around, but also the things that you listen to, the things that you watch, and the things that you consume. All these things influence our appetites. If your circle is obsessed with a form of overconsumption, and it doesn't just have to be food, any type of overconsumption, it becomes easier to forget that your body is actually a temple that the Holy Spirit can dwell in. Gluttony isn't just about the quantity that you're putting in, it's also about the quality. It's actually also about the quality of your boundaries, to say no to your own self, to say no to your own impulses. It's the quality of the boundaries that you uphold with yourself, and that is also reflected in the quality of the boundaries that you uphold with others. You could say no, and we love to talk about free will. I'm gonna use my free will to ask for an apple. Some of us almost pride ourselves in having this free will to do what we choose and do what we want, but if you can't even say no, how free is that will? If you can't even say no to that extra 30 minutes of doom scrolling, if you can't say no to drama that doesn't involve you, and if you can't say no to a good opportunity that you know is a distraction from your assignment, are you really using your free will? We should learn to say no so we have the capacity to say yes. Learn to say no so that we know when we should say yes. Learn to say no to the world so you could say yes to Jesus, and that you could say yes to God. If your yes is spread out across 1,000 trivial things in your daily, worldly, earthly life, then what is the weight of the yes that goes towards God? You need to start saying no to things down here so we can say yes to things above. We have an example of how to starve the flesh, and that is fasting, but not just a dietary fast. Some people have intermittent fasts, yes, throughout the morning, or for dietary reasons, or just to be like, yeah, I'm fasting, it's good for you. That's great. But God calls us to fast for a reason, for him. God actually wants us to fast with and to him. But replace that time when you're fasting to devote yourself into the word, to devote yourself into Jesus and the word, so that you could be filled with the Spirit, so that you could be filled. Ask the Lord to give you the Holy Spirit. And this is the other video I'm gonna make about the Holy Spirit, because God is 3 parts: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. After Jesus was ascended, we are given the Holy Spirit, but not everyone is given the Holy Spirit. You have to seek God to get that extension of the Holy Spirit. And Jesus tells us the Holy Spirit comes and goes like the wind. You can't track it. You could identify it. We're told even how to see those who have the good spirit in them, but you can't track it. So seek, fast, and pray to God so that you could get the Holy Spirit. The whole point of this, what is the whole point of this? Anyways, I feel like I'm getting off track. That's literally why I keep my notes here, so that I don't get off track. Where was I? The real reward is clarity, and I actually have a free ebook. It's a 3-day ebook that I created for us to get our clarity back on track. If you need a reset, if you feel like you're about to burn out, or you feel like you've been burnt out, let me tell you, check out the description. It's going to be one of the first links. It's also on my website under the resources tab. Stella, get into man. If you guys resonated with this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.